Hello, everyone. Welcome back to Slop Shelf. This is Max. With me, as always, is Jared.
Hi, it's me. I'm in a great mood. How about you,
I'm
Max?
in a fucking terrible mood, man.
Why? What did we watch?
I'm sorry, I shouldn't swear. This one's not going to get monetized. We can't. There's like half this movie we can't even show. This is the dumbest movie we've ever watched for this, and we're only 4 episodes in.
Okay, Max, how about you tell us about this great movie that we watched?
We watched Out for a Kill, starring Steven Seagal. He plays Indiana Jones kind of guy if Indiana Jones knew Aikido and only cared about Chinese artifacts. It's a bad movie, man. This is like...
Oh, I had fun with it, though.
I did not. I was miserable the whole time.
You see, for me, Steven Seagal is a bit of an otaku, if you were. Except instead of like Japanese and watching anime, it's Chinese culture.
It's Chinese culture, it's Native American culture, it's Belarusian culture, it's Russian culture.
It's great.
What happens in this movie? What's the plot?
Let me give you guys...
Because I'll tell you this.
Yeah, what?
I watched this whole movie not 5 minutes ago.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know what the fuck this movie is happening.
Okay, so obviously you didn't get it.
I was following the first half.
Steven Seagal, he plays an archaeologist, right?
Yes, he plays an Indiana Jones type.
And like he says in the movie, I was caught in the wrong place in the wrong time. And which is exactly what happened. You see, there's all these Chinese mafia families, and they're trying to merge into one super mega Chinese corporation family.
Yeah, and they mentioned that one of the guys controls the entire New York drug market. No way. Get the fuck out of here.
What do you mean, no way?
Think about it for what? The entire New York drug market.
Yeah, well, these guys have connections.
To all of New York.
Yeah, probably.
I don't think so, man.
Dude, the Chinese, this Chinese group, they're powerful in many ways, shapes,
What is the
and
name
forms.
of this Chinese group?
I don't know.
We're never told.
Yeah, whatever. The Chinese families are merging, right?
Okay, and one of the opening scenes, they knock out one of the last groups in, I think it was, where was it, Bulgaria?
In Sofia, Bulgaria.
Yeah.
In a strip club.
And they get the Chinese guys come in and they just shoot up all the Bulgarians. And it lasts so long. We went back and timed it because it felt like an hour long. It was 55 seconds of just shooting guys, just mowing people down. There's no like movement or like John Wick style gunplay. It's just 55 seconds of people just getting shot.
Nobody reloads. There isn't even like anyone who like does something.
We don't even know any of these characters. They don't even I don't think we see any of these characters again.
No, they're dead.
No, the Chinese guys who are shooting.
Oh, yeah.
So they want to merge this thing, and Steven Seagal gets...
So, well, first of all, the Chinese...
What's his character's name? Doesn't matter.
Yeah, his name's Bert.
I don't think that's true, dude.
It is. I'll Google it.
I don't think that's true. All right, if it's Bert... If it's not Bert, here's his real name.
Editor, leave this in. Out for a kill.
His name's not Bert.
Character name. Professor Robert Burns. Okay, I combined
Robert Burns. So he gets an award for being a really good archaeologist or whatever. Half of this movie he's sitting down. We'll get to that later too.
We're gonna get to all this.
So he gets this award for being a really good archaeologist. And then he goes to China to do some more archaeology, and he finds like a pot that's like a little bit dusty. And he's like, dude, we gotta ship this, get this ready for shipping. And then they like put it in another room and immediately go into that room, and it's already been filled with drugs.
Some guy that they've never seen before shows up to the archaeology site, and Steven Seagal's like, I don't trust him. I better go investigate him. Because Steven Seagal has the instincts. He's a real...
He's a real hard target.
Yeah, exactly. He's hard to kill.
Like he's a real sniper special ops.
Yeah, that's right. So he opens up the little vase and he's like, oh, there's drugs in it. I knew it. These guys are setting us up. And that's kind of the whole, what kickstarts this movie is that Steven Seagal is framed. The people just think that he's just going to go and deal these drugs for him just unknowingly, right?
Yeah.
But Steven Seagal's smart and he knows a thing or two because he used to be a thief.
That's true.
In his past
he was
life.
above the law.
His name was Guai, also known as the Ghost.
Yeah.
Because he could slip in and out of places undetected. I don't know how, though, because Steven Seagal's fucking ginormous.
Does he ever steal anything in this movie?
Oh, fuck, he never did.
No, he never does. He never does. So they set this whole thing up about him going around and, like, he's, like, marked for death and everything. Steven Seagal tries to escape with these drugs to take them to...
No, he's not trying to escape with the drugs. He's trying to escape the drug dealers. who then begin shooting at his car.
With really bad CGI bullets. And
yes.
So now he's under siege.
Yes, but now he gets shot. Or he doesn't get shot. His assistant gets shot.
Yeah.
He's like, oh no, assistant has been shot.
Yeah.
This is not good.
Because she was under siege too.
Right. So they get to the border. He gets out. He surrenders himself, right? And the DEA starts investigating him. They're like, hey, what the fuck are you doing here, dude?
Yeah, because all they know is he showed up with a dead woman and a bunch of drugs.
So they're like, you're our top suspect. And he's like, no.
Like, look at the exit wounds on her.
Yeah. And then they start showing him pictures of, like, just random people he's never met. And they're like, you know this guy. And he's like,
I don't know that guy.
Yeah. And it's at this point in the story that he meets a character known as King.
Oh, yeah, King.
Who is like a Mexican guy who also is arrested but is staying in like the Kazakhstan-China border prison. And he's like, and Steven Seagal goes, so what are you in for? And he's like, oh, I was trying to deal drugs in China. I was trying to sell weed in China. And then that's all that we get for
Yeah,
King.
and then literally the next time we see him, he's like, Steven Seagal's being released for some reason. I don't remember how that well worked out. Maybe his wife came to get him.
His wife was, I think they implied it, she's a lawyer. So it's like...
Really?
Yeah.
I don't remember that.
Because he says, I want to call a lawyer. I want to call my wife.
His wife has, like, almost no lines. She exists just to get fridged. They go back to the States. Oh, and King is like, don't forget me. Don't forget me. And I leaned over to you, and I was like, he's going to forget him. I know it right now.
But then he didn't.
No, but I said we're never going to see King again, and we never do. He gets mentioned later on in the movie. Steven Seagal's like, I want you to release this guy from Chinese prison. And they're like, all right. And then he's never mentioned again.
Well, you forget that the way that that's brought up in conversation is that Steven Seagal, he's like speaking in quotes, great profound wisdom. He's like, yeah, there can never be only one king, there can only be two kings or something like that. And he goes, speaking of kings, I was bumped with a guy named King in prison.
Fuck.
You guys
It's
gotta
so
release him. And the lady is like, yeah, okay, I will. It's like, you will?
We don't even know if she does. It's never mentioned.
Well, there might be a post-credit scene, but we stopped watching as soon as the credits start rolling.
There's not a post-credit scene.
Well, you don't know that.
I know that. I'm
don't.
fairly certain. All right, I'm willing to bet.
Max is not in a good mood about the
I
fact
didn't like this movie. I thought it was so boring. Okay, so this is an action movie, and I say that with air quotes.
He's doing action though.
Is he?
He
seems to just be slap fighting people.
Okay, Steven Seagal is a 7th level black belt in Aikido.
Yes.
Which is a martial art which I've seen him perform, right?
Aikido's a real martial art. I've seen it. It's.
Have you seen him perform it though?
I have. He does it differently.
He doesn't perform it though.
No, he doesn't do Aikido in this movie though, does he? He just kind of...
He slaps people
He just slaps them around a little bit and then does like a big kick every now and then. He thinks that the Chinese mafia is like after him, right? Because they are. And these mafia guys are great. They keep going to this room.
This conference room.
This conference room where all these Chinese guys are talking about how they're like the greatest criminals in the world.
It kind of establishes the bad guys. It's like,
yeah.
The main guy is like, oh yes, we are the ancient Chinese families. And then it shows off like who they are, like one by one, like Suicide Squad style.
Yes.
Like one is called the Bird, and
then it tells us like all of their like fronts, and I'm like, there's no way you're making that much. You could not hide the amount of money you're making doing skydiving lessons, dude. No way.
It shows their fronts and like just like a funny little like thing about them. Like one of them only eats at French restaurants and shit like that.
Oh yeah.
And like, does that come back into play? I don't think so. But...
I mean, Steven Seagal eats at a French restaurant with his wife later while he's on the run.
Shit, you're right.
And then he's like, they're like, don't ever interfere with us. And he's like, all right, cool, I won't. And then goes to walk away and you're like, because if you do interfere with us, we'll kill everybody, including your wife. Then he gets mad.
Yes, you don't mess with Stevie's wife.
No, you do not.
And Steven kicks the fucking piss out of these guys.
Dude, that might be the biggest kick.
He removes their sleeves and there's tattoos on their forearms.
Oh yeah, so he can see like the fucking code for the end.
There's a
riddle. Spoilers, by the way.
There's a riddle, guys.
He's got to solve a riddle,
and he's like, "Oh man."
Good thing he found them all in the right order too.
Yeah, and he's a Chinese archaeologist, so he knows.
So he understands the importance of the riddle.
Yes, because the riddle they established was used by the ancient emperors in China in order to deliver messages along long distances, but they didn't want to get intercepted by like rival
Is that true?
Chinese warlords. Yes, I was watching the fucking movie.
No, is that like a real thing that happened, or did they just make that up for this movie?
I don't fucking know.
I don't think it really matters.
It doesn't really matter.
Okay. All right. So then his wife, like, he goes home and his wife gets exploded. And now
man, we're really jumping ahead.
Yeah, man. And now he's driven to kill.
Yes, he's driven to kill.
Yes, he is. Hard target. Glimmer Man. We keep cutting back to these Chinese executive guys.
There's like, I want to say like 20 scenes with them in it.
It's not 20, it's like 5.
Okay.
And every single time they're like, we gotta stop Steven Seagal. He's becoming a problem. Every fucking time. This happens 5 times throughout the movie. It opens my eyes to like what movie executives and just executives in general are like. Because they're like, this guy's doing bad. We should eliminate him so our business does better. It's like, yeah, duh. Duh.
Yeah, they already established that that's what they're planning.
It gets to the point where there's one guy, like every time they cut back, there's another guy missing from the table because Steven Seagal kills him.
Yes.
So it gets to the point where there's the main guy, then there's like one other guy. He's like, this Steven Seagal guy's starting to become a problem. Like, dude, your room is empty.
There's 15 minutes left in the movie.
It's just such a snapshot of executives, I think. Because I picture, like, David Zaslav, who's in the news right now, being just a terrible CEO because all he's doing is just, like, making it look good on paper and just gutting the company. I just picture CEOs sitting in these boardrooms being like, we need to make more money. And everyone's like, yeah, oh, yeah. Now we're cooking. And he's like, what we'll do is we'll make a bigger movie and then we'll get more profits. And everyone's like, oh, this guy needs $50 million for coming up with that idea. Like, dude, duh. This is the most obvious shit that any, like, child could come up with, and these guys get $50 million. I'm sorry, this turned into a little bit of tangent against movie executives, which I like, by the way. Please fund my movie.
Let's also talk about one of the other major aspects of the movie, which is our B plot with the 2 cop characters.
Oh my god.
Real way Shiggum situation. Cut that out.
Real Shea Wiggum situation, huh?
Yeah, it's like fucking Mission Impossible 7. Where there's the 2 cops fucking chasing
except it's
Tom
boring.
Cruise. Yeah, except it's boring and bad, and the characters don't do anything. They don't learn anything new. They don't even progress the plot at all.
And the dude cop, the white guy, is racist.
Yeah, he's like racist, and he's like, don't come back out with tattoos or else I'll have to get another partner. The white guy's just a bad actor. Because
I don't think anyone in this movie is a good actor.
Okay, I didn't want to be the one to say.
I'm sorry.
Mm-hmm. We're always either in China, or there's a Chinese front, or we're in Chinatown.
Yeah, they have like 8 scenes in Chinatown, in New York Chinatown.
Yeah.
Do you think they just didn't want to go to New York and they just went to China?
Yeah, obviously.
And shot there, and we're like, this is New York Chinatown.
Well, they filmed that on a set.
I don't think they did. I really don't think that they did. I don't think they put that much money into this movie.
Oh, you'd be surprised.
I just think that this movie is bad. I can't see them putting money into this movie.
Well, they probably didn't put it into the movie, but you know who did get money was Steven Seagal.
Actually, we'll get back to Steven Seagal. We gotta finish this up first.
Okay.
So, the only interesting thing that happens is she's trying to get some information. So she goes to a tattoo shop and then implies that she's gonna like les out with the tattoo lady, who's wearing a shirt that you can see through, so we can't even show it. So here's just a gif of Steven Seagal eating a carrot.
Yeah. Oh man, he's going to town.
Dude, look at him go.
Yeah. There's backstory about that gif, by the way.
We'll get there. We'll get there.
We'll get to
I'm
that.
sure this is gonna be littered with Steven Seagal gifs all over the place.
Yeah.
Glimmer Man.
But the point of that scene actually was to be the cop. She lowers the forearm of the dealer, and she sees that there's like bruises.
Oh, because she's doing heroin.
And she's like, okay, now this is my chance to get it in and fucking get some drugs. But really, she's not getting drugs. She's trying to bust this drug enterprise. Cool. And then she fails. And then Steven Seagal comes to
It just
save
solves it all for her.
Yeah. Which is just what happens in the movie. Steven Seagal just kicks ass.
Let's talk about the fight that he has while sitting down.
Yes, he goes to Chinatown. Surprise, surprise.
This is the most nonsensical fight I've ever seen in a movie.
He goes to Chinatown and he enters a barber shop, and the barber's like, "What are you doing here?" And Steven Seagal's like,
It's the same thing that happens every time he walks into a room. There's a guy in there who wants to kill him.
I'm looking for your boss, and the guy's like, "Yeah, okay, well, the boss isn't here, but you can sit in the chair, and I'm gonna have this guy fight you." And Steven Seagal's like, "Okay."
Yeah, so he sits in this chair and then starts doing his Aikido on this guy.
This crazy guy who's like snarling and shit.
Yeah, there's a one point where he's like, he throws
hair.
him at the wall and he like scurries around like a spider.
Yeah.
It's so weird. Like, he's got like Spider-Man powers and they just don't address it.
Yeah, no, he's acting like Nightcrawler from X2.
Yeah. He's clearly on wires and it's like really shitty.
Steven Seagal, if you don't see his face, he is not in this fucking movie. You can tell because the belly is like...
It's gone.
It's gone. There's less of a hunch in the shoulders. The hair is, while still kind of unkempt, is... You know,
that
better.
Jet black hair that has never gotten a gray hair in his life. He doesn't dye it.
Yeah, the greasy black hair.
How old is Steven Seagal? Do you know?
I think you said during the movie, but he's...
I did say during the movie. I'm leading it to my next bit.
He is 73 years old.
He's 73 years old, never had a gray hair. Would you like to hear some of Steven Seagal's contemporaries? These are people who are the same age.
List them.
Mark Hamill.
Yeah.
Liam Neeson.
Uh-huh.
Michael Keaton.
Yep.
Mr. T.
Yeah.
And this one is the one that really put it into perspective for me. Stellan Skarsgård is younger than Steven Seagal by like a month.
Cool.
The old guy from Andor.
Everything.
Same age.
Baron Harkonnen himself.
Yeah. Steven Seagal is the same age as that guy.
So I think what we're leaning at is that Steven Seagal should be in Star Wars and Dune.
Oh God!
I would fucking love that.
What would he even do? What would he even
sit
do?
in a chair, dude. He could be a Hutt.
Oh my God, it's perfect for him. Make him Groglet or whatever the fuck.
Groglet.
Yeah. What's the little Hutt's name from that?
Stinky the Hutt.
Stinky?
Or
that can't be right.
No, they called him Stinky, but I think his name is Rada the Hutt.
that can't be right.
You know, like Schnitzel from Chowder, how he says Rada, Rada, Rada.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And they call him Stinky in the movie?
Well, like in the Clone Wars movie, it's...
Oh, God. Okay, we're going to have to cover Clone Wars eventually. Okay, so then Steven Seagal gets to the final guy. He goes through all these guys, and then like the guy starts a fire in the office, and then Steven Seagal cuts his head off by throwing a sword at him.
Through a second story window.
Yeah.
The guy starts a fire, he's like, "You can't catch me now." Runs down the stairs, gets into his car, and then he looks up, and he's like, "Oh, what's that in the window?" Steven Seagal opens the window a crack, has a Chinese sword, throws it, just severs his head.
Yeah, right off, and then the limo drives off very calmly. And then what happens? What does Steven Seagal do?
The office is still on fire.
Yeah.
And he sees this, like, I would call it a plaque, I guess. And it has a bunch of Chinese characters on it. And he starts reading it. And he starts deciphering the riddle. He's been reading these guys' forearms the entire movie. And it comes full circle, folks. He's like, "Oh, yes, down the river of peace. This is where it leads.
Underneath the peaceful surface is a danger."
Yes.
Something like that. He presses all the buttons in the right order.
And then it spins around the plaque, and there's a safe that contains what I have to guess is like, I don't know, like $20,000.
But it's not $20,000, is it?
Well,
it's a bunch of fucking scrolls. He's got like 30 like ancient Chinese scrolls in there, and then he dumps them on the desk of the cop lady. He's like, "This should be enough to convict him." What the fuck is in those scrolls?
And what do you mean convict? His head is cut off.
Yeah, the problem's been solved, dude. You're done. Go home.
Yeah.
Maybe they're implying that this guy is such a lover of like ancient Chinese culture that he's like doing all his bookkeeping on parchment and scrolls.
Yeah, I would assume.
I don't think so. Who would do that?
This guy, apparently. The head
so
of the
dumb, dude.
Chinese families that are going
so
to perform
dumb.
a merger.
Okay, so now we're going to get into how the fuck did this movie get made?
Oh, I thought you'd never ask.
Oh, fuck.
So, when we were watching the movie, before the movie started, you pointed out that all these were fake companies, the production companies, right?
Yeah, all the logos at first. Every time that they came up, I was like, that sounds like a fake company.
Okay, so one of them is Steven Seagal's company. Can you guess which one it was?
Was it the one with the big Buddha?
Yes.
I fucking knew it.
Luminosity Pictures, which then I believe was no longer his company, like it liquidated or something, maybe it filed for bankruptcy, who gives a fuck? And then that became Steamroller Productions, which is now his kind of main production company that he launders money out of. Allegedly. So
allegedly he's laundering all that Belarusian dictator's money.
Yes.
Through these movies.
Steven Seagal
He pays them back in carrots.
No longer lives in America.
He hasn't been to America for a long time.
Oh, no. Not in...
Where does he live, Jared?
Well, he lives in Russia.
Who's he best friends with?
Vladimir Putin.
No way!
Yeah. Vladimir Putin, I think himself gave him a special citizenship, like passport visa. And he's like, yes, now you're a naturalized Russian citizen. And Steven Seagal's like, oh, thank you very much. I'm very honored. And he's also friends with the dictator of Belarus, who I don't remember the name. I used to know the name of.
Here's his name.
Yeah, there's his name. And here's some context for that carrot eating gif. That was actually a staged photo op with the Belarusian leader, who was taking him through Belarusian farmland. And he was like, yes, all our organic produce is so fresh. And he pulls a carrot out. And he's like, look, Steven, look at this carrot. And Steven Seagal just starts nibbling on it like a fucking maniac.
Like Bugs Bunny, dude.
Yeah. He's going to town on it.
Oh, fuck. Okay, so these movies, he puts out like 3 movies a year, and all of them are of the same quality, and none of them go to theaters in America. Maybe in Russia, I don't know. I'm pretty sure it's all direct-to-video.
Yeah, direct-to-video.
So how does he make this money? Where's all this money coming from?
Well, it comes from China and Russia and sometimes Belarus. These countries, they fund his movies. They're like, hey, you're kind of giving us a good name just in the fact that you're making movies. You used to be a big star. Now you're just big. But you used to be a big star. And you're making movies in our country, using our people, using our assets. Please, we'll fund you.
They make an executive decision.
Right. It's kind of like how in Australia, the Australian government gives George Miller money to make the Mad Max movies. That's kind of a cultural export of theirs.
Okay.
But that's like a good example of that, right?
Okay.
Like, George Miller's making art, and it's really good. It has something to say, and it's fucking badass. He's putting time and effort into it. Steven Seagal doesn't do any of that fucking shit. He's like, oh man, it'd be cool if I was sitting down during the scene.
There's like chase scenes in this movie, and there's no way he's driving those cars.
No, he's not.
And they take up a big part of the movie, and I just wonder, like, does he even like being in movies? Does he even like doing this?
Here's the thing: I've watched a lot of Steven Seagal movies, but I've never seen the ones that people say are good. But this movie, at least, was released in 2003. It had one redeemable aspect to it.
What?
During the car chasing, the last one, they flipped a real car over. That's it.
All right, that was pretty cool.
Yeah.
I'll admit that was pretty cool.
But that's like the bare fucking minimum.
But then the rest of that car chase, they look like they're going like 30 miles an hour.
Yeah, they're playing bumper cars with each other.
Oh my God, it sucks. And also he's driving really fast for no reason. And then the cops are like, we gotta stop this guy. And then he flips their car and then goes to the crime. Just drive regular to the crime guy. Yeah. He doesn't know you're coming.
Yeah. Steven Seagal also makes his money by like just subtly promoting shit. I don't think we really saw it in this movie, but
there was some product placement, very confusing product placement, because at one point he goes, "Are the keys in the Jeep?" And then she goes, "Yeah." They go outside and get in a Toyota. Who paid for? Who's giving them the money on that?
Okay, so that's kind of not what I meant.
Oh.
So Steven Seagal likes to tie in those products into the narrative himself. So let's go on a tangent. I want to talk about China Salesman, starring Steven Seagal and Mike Tyson, which...
I can't.
What? Hey, don't throw my fucking headphones on the floor, you asshole.
I don't understand how anyone whose job it is to, like, find money laundering doesn't, like, look into this, like, see this movie and go, oh, that's definitely money laundering. This movie is, like, shot, like, worse than a student film.
Well, he's making these in Russia. They're not going to investigate him. He's one of their fucking own.
That's true.
Like, he's breaking the law, but because he's, like...
Because he's above the law.
He's above the law. But since he's, like, in a different country that we're not really on the best of terms with, what the fuck are we going to do? Hey, Steven Seagal, next time you come to the U.S., we're arresting you. That shit ain't happening.
Well, that's true justice. Deadly crossing.
Okay. Jesus Christ. Okay. So, I want to ask you, Max. I want to ask for your rating on a scale of 1 through 10.
0.
No, on a scale of 1 through 10, what do you give this movie?
0. I can't. This movie is so bad.
Okay, Max is giving it a star. He's giving it 1 star.
It is an affront to, like, the art of movie making. The first video we ever did. Hell Driver. I talked about how it was like a really low budget thing that was made with such love and care for the art of cinema.
Yeah.
This is like the opposite. It was made for so much money and nobody cared at all.
So I have to give this 1.5 stars.
Oh, why?
Because I've seen all the new Steven Seagal movies where it's surprising in this one, he's walking around sometimes. that blew my fucking mind. There's squibs on people. Like,
barely.
Yeah, barely. But there was fucking squibs. If he made a movie tomorrow, that's CGI. Nowadays, he won't do that at all. Nowadays, he's like, yeah, put it in a post, and now I'm going to go eat a big meal. I'm going to go eat a big meal and dye my hair black like Rudy Giuliani.
Oh, fuck, dude. Okay, so you've mentioned before your penchant for Steven Seagal movies.
Yeah.
You're a big fan.
Yeah.
I'm never watching another Steven Seagal movie ever.
That's a fucking lie.
I won't do it.
We are covering more Steven Seagal movies on this channel alone.
Why?
Because you make me watch a bunch of fucking horse shit. So
what do you mean?
I'm gonna make you watch.
Name one bad movie that we've watched.
Oh fuck, I get The Predator. I've never wanted to see that movie again. But guess what? You dragged me fucking back into it. I said, no, I don't feel like it. You're like, no, it will be funny. And then we watched it. And then you start giving me all these awful facts about the movie. I'm like, I don't want to fucking know this.
Hey, look, man. At least this movie doesn't have a sexual predator in it.
Next time on Slop Shop. Allegedly. Jesus Christ.
Allegedly.
Next time
allegedly he is or isn't? He almost definitely is giving out those parts to people who top him off. There's no way he's not doing that.
Dude, I feel so bad for the women in this movie.
It's terrible, man. It sucks. There's like the girl who plays the wife has like almost no lines. There's one point where she I don't know how they did it because they could convince her to take her top off.
Yeah.
And then she doesn't even kiss Steven Seagal. She just like takes her top off and then gives him a hug.
Yeah, she like sits on his big fat sandal lap.
Dude, it's so weird. It's the weirdest, most uncomfortable, like, it just sucks, man. It's there's no way there's not something going on there.
Oh, there's definitely something going on. I mean, allegedly. We can't say for certain, unfortunately, in fear of legal retaliation.
Okay, let me ask you a question, though. Do you think if me and Steven Seagal were to get in a fist fight, who do you think would win? Tell me honestly right now, to my face.
Okay. Are you going to promise not to get mad?
I cannot promise that.
Okay, I think it would be a tie. Now, let me...
Get the fuck out of it.
Can I explain this? I think that you could hypothetically beat up Steven Seagal. That's way within fact. However, Steven Seagal has something that you don't, which is that he like fans his hands out, right? He blocks. I feel like it's like an unstoppable force meets an immovable object. Where you would throw a fucking punch and he would block it instantly, right? Like, you guys would be locked in eternal combat for millions of years. Until, like...
What the fuck are you talking about, dude?
He can block but you can hit. That's what I'm saying.
No, but I'm saying, like, I don't think you can really do that.
You don't.
No, I think that all of this, like,
Editor,
hand-waving-
put up footage of him doing a kaido and flipping people over.
by touching him with one finger.
Yes, dude. He's doing the whooshy finger hold.
Yeah, he looks like fucking Kung Fu Panda, dude.
Next time on Slop Shelf, what are we covering, Max?
I don't know, man. It's just not this. Something else, please.
Oh, man.
Anything else but this.
All right, I'm Jared.
I'm Max.
See you later, guys.